A Lions player just made a bold promise that's guaranteed to stir things up, and he wasn't just talking. In a recent interview, he made it clear he's got a personal mission that could shake the entire league. Meanwhile, the behind-the-scenes buzz around the season opener in Green Bay is heating up, with one absence nobody can quite understand, especially in a rivalry with so much history. Want to know what's going on? Hit that like button. This is one you don't want to miss. Kerby Joseph isn't playing around, my friend. The Detroit Lions safety is coming in with fire in his eyes and made it crystal clear. If you're a quarterback standing in the Lions' path in 2025, you'd better be ready. He's got one message: he wants to intercept all of you. During an interview on The Rich Eisen Show, Joseph was asked about his personal goals for the season, and he didn't hesitate one bit. He said it straight, all of them, all 17 quarterbacks. And there's definitely going to be games with multiple interceptions. That's just my standard. For those who don't know, he's had at least 2 picks in a single game every year since entering the NFL in 2021. That's not even counting his 247 tackles and 17 career interceptions so far. That's the talk of a playmaker, not just a talker. And the man's fired up. He just signed a contract extension and is setting his sights high. If he already gave nightmares to guys like Aaron Rodgers before, now the goal is to go QB hunting all season long. Nobody's safe, but that's not all. With the full schedule release approaching, Kerby even shared his honest take on where and when he'd like to play. And yep, he's got a unique request: outdoor games early in the year. Why? Because the less cold later on, the better. All the cold teams, Baltimore, Philly, Green Bay, Chicago, get them all out of the way early. My guys have played in the cold with me since Illinois. They know how it is, he said. He even suggested the Commanders matchup should be the team's cold game of the year. At the end of the day, Joseph knows the weather doesn't mean much to a team like the Lions. They've already proven they can take the heat or cold in any condition. But if you can avoid that bone-chilling December wind in Lambeau, why wouldn't you? One thing's for sure, Kerby Joseph isn't just talking, he's ready to turn 2025 into his most dominant season yet. And if QBs aren't paying attention, they might just become part of his next highlight reel. Do you think Kerby Joseph is going to make waves in 2025? Then stay tuned, because one veteran's absence could cost the Lions big time right out the gate against Green Bay. The NFL made sure to crank up the heat in Week 1, Detroit Lions versus division rival Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. This is the kind of matchup you circle on the calendar in red ink. 2 hungry teams, 2 young quarterbacks looking to build a legacy, and the NFC North on the line from the first whistle of the season.
But there's one detail that has Lions fans scratching their heads, and maybe Dan Campbell too. Where's Zadarius Smith? The pass rusher came to Detroit from the Browns, and, even in more of an emergency role last year, helped keep pressure alive in the backfield while Aiden Hutchinson dealt with injury. And look, Smith isn't just talented, he's got a personal grudge against the Packers. He plays every snap against his old team like it's war. No exaggeration. After a win over Green Bay, he once said, "I gave them 2 years, got hurt, and they threw me away like I was nothing. So I went to the Vikings, got my revenge, came to Detroit, did it again." So tell me, why the hell hasn't he been re-signed yet? Fans are begging for his return, and it's not just for drama. It's strategic. Smith lining up next to Hutchinson against Jordan Love in the opener? That's exactly the kind of emotional, physical impact Dan Campbell loves. Green Bay, as usual, got a softer opening schedule. The Lions, on the other hand, are staring down a brutal stretch of road games that would give any coach a headache. So if your first fight is already a war, why not bring a soldier built for exactly this kind of battle? The truth is, Dan Campbell and the front office need to stop thinking and start doing. Call Smith. Get that deal done. Because going into Lambeau to open the season without one of your most fired-up guys for that matchup would be a mistake hard to swallow. Joseph's locked in and deserves respect. But starting 2025 without Zadarius Smith? That's a silly risk for a team aiming for the top. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything on the Lions.